All right, hey guys, welcome back to Samco Tradboat. Today we're going to talk about this bad boy right here. This thing here, this cot setup. I've been on so many cots and I have got a lot of excellent cots, but I'm getting to a point where, you know what, comfort is more important to me. Now, on my smaller trips, my 3-day, 4-day, 5-day, 7-day trips, cots have always been good, even when I would go to Kansas for a week, and then I'd go to Missouri for a week, and then I'd go to somewhere else for 5 days, and then all that stuff, cots are great. With my Midwest trips, last year being the first time I did 3 consecutive solid weeks of hunting nonstop, and doing the same thing again this year, I'm done. I'm done with that stuff. I'm not playing those games. I want a good night's sleep, and I don't want to deal with that. Well, fortunately, this cot is available. It is very affordable, and it is by far the best one I've ever slept on. Now, I've went 2 nights on this sleeping in it here in the house, but just to see what I think of it, and it is amazing. It is like being on a twin bed, yet it packs up very compact and easy to take with you, and it's ultra fast to set up. So I really like it, and it's affordable. So this is it right here. This is going to be my bed, and I'm, like I said, I'm taking comfort more serious this year, and I already just did a video. I'll link it at the end on the sleeping bag systems now that I'm going to use, and the fact that I'm even bringing 2 pillows with me. Not just 1 no more. Bringing 2. There's no reason not to. If I'm going to hunt that hard and be out there for 3 straight weeks doing that, I want to be comfortable. And this thing has proven to be amazing. Okay, even my grandson Ronan, he can't stay off this thing. All he wants to do is sleep on it. Let put it right in front of the TV in the living room with us, and he naps on it all the time. So this thing has been a gold mine. And I've only had it for about a week, but I've been really playing with it a lot, and I really like it a lot. So it's going to be a system we're going to use. But what this is the Coleman cot. I will put a link to it below. They actually make it in 2 different sizes. I'll probably run the name of it right here because I don't remember. But it comes in 2 different sizes, and this is the XL, the big and tall model, which, as you can see here, if we take those pillows off, there is a tremendous amount of room on this. If I put my feet right at the end, well, I'll put my head at this end. Right here's the end of it. Okay, right there's the end, and you can see how much room is on this, okay? I'm 5'6", I got a ton of room on here, and it would work perfect for just about anybody, and it's nice and wide, okay? The width of this thing is what matters. I got room to be able to spread out, relax. Not going to be a problem. And even when I don't have those high bars like I do on my other one, if I sleep like this arm is not going numb from, being on the end of a cot or anything like that. So I got this comfort factor of this cot. This thing is just incredible. So what is it? How's it work? So basically what we have here, okay, is we got a 2-part system. We got the top cushion right here. Okay, very nice setup on this. And again, this thing is not expensive, but we have a top cushion, and then we have the cot itself, okay, right here. It's called the Comfort Smart Deluxe Cot is what it's actually called. But then you can see this is all spring-loaded on here for this cot. So the setup is very, very nice and simple and functional. And I like that it's round-legged, so it's not going to actually damage my floor like my Kodiak canvas tent. So pretty sweet setup, pretty excited for it. It's got a lot of nice features. Now to fold this up, you can just take this with you and put the pad somewhere else. But what you're supposed to do with this is put that pad on the inside of this. So we take this like this, and then we want to just feed that pad into here so that it's easier to be able to fold this thing up. So we take the pad and just feed it through right like this. So it's on the inside, and it lines up right here like that perfectly. Okay, and that's good. So you can see that we got that in there. Once that's in there, we just fold the legs in, okay? Fold the legs in, just like that, and then we fold it up. And then it actually clamps together with a Velcro strap. Goes right around the legs right here and hooks that on. And there it is. That's that whole cot. Look at that. How sweet and simple is that setup, and how nice and compact that is. Okay, you can tighten that up even more if you want to, but there is that system right there. Thin, set up well, easy to deploy, and very functional. So I think this is going to be a huge deal for me this year for the comfort factor. I can stack this, I can throw this right in my trailer, I can throw this right in the bed of the truck. Does it fold down as small as a little bitty cot does? No. But what it's doing is it's giving me comfort factor, okay? The comfort factor of this is the big deal. The fact that I can be on this cot for 3 straight weeks and not get tired because of it, not get uncomfortable, not deal with that. Now, I've got some amazing cots. Like I said, I got the disco bed cots that are absolutely incredible. There's still a cot. Okay, there's still a cot, and they're not as comfortable. And as if you're once you're on them for 8 or 10 days, like all cots, they just kind of start to wear in a little bit. They get a little deeper. It's like I said, cots are great, but this costs less than most of them. This is like I want to say it was $120 for this for the big and tall, and like $70 for the smaller one. But like I said, this has got some serious potential. I'm very excited about it. We're going to see what it does, but I am taking that sleeping stuff more seriously. That was my biggest battle on that 3-week hunt, was on the last week, from the fact of pulling camp, setting camp, pulling camp, setting camp, driving, hunting every single day, getting 4 hours of sleep a night between doing everything, and then trying to do this. I was just getting, by the 3rd week, okay, when we were there, I was pretty run down in Kansas last year. Pretty run down and exhausted from having to do all that stuff. And the ability to do this to give me a better night's sleep, I think is going to be well worth it. So little food for thought for you. I'm excited. This will probably be the cot that I bring with me on all my trips, just especially because of how fast that packed up. You saw how quick and easy that was. Okay, many cots take a lot longer to pack up. You got to step on them, tip them, fight them. You'll see in the videos that I link at the end of this for you. I'll put 2 cot videos in there on the disco bed cots and on the Coleman trailhead. I will bring the trailhead with me as a spare in case I need it, because it's small, compact, and folds up easy. But this is going to be my main system right here for its sheer simplicity and its absolute comfort. And like I said, it weighs next to nothing. Okay, I mean, it's not heavy. So it's not, like it's not going to weigh your truck down. Yes, it's solid in here. You're not going to fold it down any smaller than that, but it's thin. Okay, it's really thin in profile, so if you got a place to stuff it, well worth it. This will also be used as Ronan's little nap bed here as well too. When he's at the house, we're just going to stick this behind a closet or something like that, where it's just tucked in out of the way. We don't need it. When we do, you can set this thing up in 30 seconds. It's literally 30 seconds to set up, in less than a minute to put away. All right, now in addition to this cot setup that we're going to be using, I also bought this, and it was like $10 on Amazon. It was actually Jesse Johnson that sent me a link to this, I think, and told me about it. He uses it in his. But it's a simple little fan. Just a little fan that we see right here. But what's cool about it is USB chargeable. When it's on, it actually tells you, like up here, it's got a number, but it'll, once that goes off to it, see, it tells you my percentage of charge available in it. Okay, so pretty sweet system, 3 speeds, but it also has a hanger on it right here, which I can hang in my tent and then point that down, and now I can use that above my heater. So the main thing is, remember, when you're running a Mr. Buddy or any of my heaters, that heat wants to rise up. Okay, I'm laying over here next to it, the heater's here, but that heat wants to go up. Being able to put this up on the top of the tent and aim it down will take and push that heat back down to me. So I like that factor, and the fact that it's USB rechargeable means that while I'm out hunting, okay, in my truck, I run battery pack inverters or chargers in there all the time that are always going. So when my truck is driving, those battery packs are charging. They're just simple little battery packs. I've shown you before, little cell phone battery packs, the 20,000 milliamp hour ones. Well, I have 3 of them in my truck that are always charging when I'm driving. But then when I turn my truck off, my batteries and all that stuff that are plugged into them can continue charging while my truck is off. So while I'm at hunting all day, this thing, after a couple of days or however long this lasts, if it starts to run out of charge, I can plug this in for the day in my truck and have it charge in my truck while I'm in there for the day. So I got this to, like I said, help pull that heat down, and keep that heat there. Again, this year, comfort is going to be king. I'm not worried about bringing a nice kitchen and a fancy cook setup, because I don't do all that stuff. Okay, dinner for me is either Texas Roadhouse when I want to, or if I'm eating in camp, it's like a ham steak and some baked beans, or Velveeta macaroni and cheese. Okay, I don't spend a lot of time in camp. I don't have the luxury of spending a lot of time in camp. I'm there to hunt, so I'm gone from camp 2 hours before daylight, and I'm not back till 2 hours after dark. And in there somewhere, I got to take a shower, cook food, and cyber scout to figure out where I'm hunting for the next day. Get all this stuff in order, and then get to bed. And so, like I said, when you're running on 4 hours of sleep a night, things like that, the comfort factor becomes huge. I'm not backpacking, okay? I'm not fooling anybody. My days of backpacking have come and gone. They're over. I'm not doing that. I don't want to sleep on the floor underneath a tarp anymore on a pad. I don't want to do it. There's nothing fun about that for me. This comfort here, really easy to do. This cot, small enough that, like I said, you take this in the back of your truck and you lay this down. You can put stuff on top of it or put it on top of your cooler in there. Probably still fitting underneath your tonneau cover with your other gear. Nice, flat, thin design. This is a great system right here. I'm excited for it with a good sleeping bag. And this right here knocking the heat back down for when I'm in there during the day. I don't sleep with a heater on. Okay, I don't sleep with one on, but when I wake up in the morning, I reach over, fire up the heater. This is nice to know that this can work for me as well too and keep that heat down in there. So very excited about the system. We'll see how she does and hopefully gain something out of it. Thanks for watching.